Hello, everybody. It is a Saturday evening, and we are dialing in from Singapore. My name is Oniatta, and I think my partner to this event, Tony Sugiarta, is right next to me on the screen, but actually, in reality, he's upstairs on the mezzanine level. We welcome everybody in. We have people from Indonesia, different parts of Indonesia. Lasem is in today. I think the Jakarta team is here. We've got Netherlands in today. We've got Penang in today. This is fantastic. Small group, but nonetheless, it's going to be an exciting afternoon. Quite a relaxed, kind of a chill session. Very different from what we had in the past 2 weeks, where we had a collector's face-off. We met the makers. Today, we are going to meet three personalities from the Dekat Disayang Facebook group. But before I hand this over to Hannah, who is going to be moderating this, I just wanted to thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for supporting Jauh Dikenang, Dekat Disayang, primarily because this started as a dream to bring together people who advocate for batik and who love batik. And what better month to do it than in the month of August, where Singapore, Indonesia, and Malaysia celebrate their National Day and their independence. And hence, August is a month we should also be celebrating our shared love and for batik as a collective together. So over to you, Hannah, and I will be sitting on the side here and heckling when and where I can. Have a good one today.
Thank you, Oniatta. Thanks for having us. Thanks for having me today. My name is Hannah. I'm one half of aNERDstore. I'm one of Tony's business partner in one of his smaller endeavors, and that's aNERDstore. Thank you for having me, and thanks everyone for sparing time. Today we'll just be chit-chatting. We'll have three panelists who are great lovers of batik with their own stories to tell us, and of course we'll have Oniatta and Tony, who will be the subject matter experts who will chime in to give us some insight whenever appropriate. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our first guest, Eunice. So Eunice is a pioneer generation who was a flight stewardess with Malaysia Singapore Airlines from 1962 to 1972. And she loved the batik, sarong, and kebaya uniforms. Over to you, Eunice. You want to tell us about your love for batik today?
Actually, I started wearing batik when I was in school. I was inspired by my Malay classmates. She used to give me batik material as gifts. So that was the start of my love for batik. But when I joined the airline, we have to wear uniform like something like this, no? The Kota Baru type of kebaya. And the stewardesses, we could choose whatever pattern, batik pattern or colors we wish, but the design of the sarong kebaya must be standardized. Only the batik print and colors could be different. So this is something like that, no?
That's lovely.
This one is carrying a baby. Yeah, sometimes we have to carry baby on board anyway. So, so this is what we used to wear before the Pierre Balmain era. In late 60s, in about 68, 69, Pierre Balmain introduced this very famous looking uniform, right? It was initially blue, dark blue in color, but nowadays Singapore Airlines have come up with the different colors, which is quite similar to our currency notes, so purple, green, red, blue, to denote the ranks of these stewardesses. But during my time, it's only one standard color we wear. And also there were no such rank as leading stewardess, or we just have stewardess or training check stewardess. I was a training check stewardess, but I also had to wear similar uniform like the rest. So this is the Pierre Balmain uniform. And of course, when we do Royal Charter, they'll make us wear songket, no? Our uniform is different, quite elaborate, no? In songket, kain songket, no? So these are
Is that your miniature, Eunice?
Huh? Sorry?
That was my question exactly. Is that you? You had that bit?
Yeah, this was given to me by my industry friend. She thought that it looked, I mean, I think she made it to look like me, but the face a bit too squarish, right? But anyway, it was supposed to be me.
You're pretty, of course.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Steady lah, Eunice.
steady lah, 78 lah, not bad lah. Still going
Not bad
strong.
at all. Thank you.
Mm.
Yes, we'll
Yeah,
come
thank
back to you. We'll
Yeah,
come back
thanks.
to you in a
Yeah.
bit. Over to Daniel Tandean. So, brief introduction of Daniel Tandean. So, Daniel has been living in Singapore for 15 years, but his love on ethnic textiles from Indonesia started long before that. And Indonesian textiles is his favorite among many others, particularly batik. Over to you, Daniel.
Thank you, Hannah. So, can you all hear me, by the way? Sorry.
Yes, yes, I can hear you fine.
Right. Yeah, so my first exposure to batiks, or in general to Japanese culture is when, well, back home, my next door neighbor is a royalty from Yogyakarta. So they've got a big house, they've got a full set of karawitan set, right? So during those period, back in my teens, so the owner of this, my neighbor, create a group of youngsters of karawitan players. So I'm being the neighbor, I play also lah. So yeah, so as we train and we perform in various places, we perform in Taman Mini, Indonesia Indah. We perform in some government events. At that time, according to our trainer, if you are a pianist, they said. Us is already the classical kind. So it's to that kind of like level. So as we performed, so we had to put on a lot of course, the attires, right? The Japanese attire, all the hat la, the baju la, of course the kain. Of course, the most eye-catching to me and the most memorable to me is the different kind of kain that they allow me to put on. So that's how I get to get exposed into Japanese culture, all the batiks, and yeah, since then it's been a wonderful experience to learn a lot of different meanings of symbolism, especially all those Japanese motifs from Jogja or from Solo. They have different motifs, right? Different meanings as well. And to me, as a youngster, it's kind of like very intriguing to learn about all the meanings and symbolism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Home is Jakarta for you, is it, Daniel? Right?
Of course, yeah, Jakarta.
Yes. Do you have a piece that the one that you're wearing now in front of you? Is that something you want to talk about?
Oh, okay. This is from a selendang from, I don't know if you can see. This is a selendang from Mas Norman Rabani.
Boleh
I don't know if
nampak.
you can see.
Hey, you don't blur your background. Don't blur.
Hang on, let me change. Yeah, let me change.
Sure, but yes, I think Jakarta is one of those places where it's like a mini melting pot of all the cultures within Indonesia, right? So
Daniel must take us on a tour around. Yeah, Daniel.
Yeah. Of course, can. Yeah, actually, our plan. Hang on. How do I turn off my?
I'll go to your video. It's okay, Daniel. We'll come back to you with your piece. Before that, maybe we'll
okay.
hit to...
Let me change the background. Sure. I got it.
There?
Oh, yes,
already.
there we go.
Can already.
Yep, can see.
Okay, sorry, Messi, this is my batik room now. I just shipped out, so I put all my batik behind me. So this is a selendang by Mas Norman Rabani. So he's the equivalent of Bayu Arya.
Yes.
I love the colors.
See? And the detail is so beautiful.
Intricate, yeah.
Yeah. And it's monochrome. So I love monochrome colors.
Is that black and white?
No,
Blue.
it's blue
Blue.
and
Blue and white.
and light blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it's dua kali celup, 2 times. deep.
Yeah, dua kali celup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry for the members of the audience. If anyone has any questions, any comments while you see any piece, right, just feel free to put it in the comment section, and then I'll bring it up as we go along. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Daniel.
Yep, sure. So yeah, this is my selendang. I just received this yesterday from Lasem.
Wow.
Few weeks.
I love the sound of that. I
actually-
just received this yesterday.
No, because last week I went on Instagram and suddenly these batik shop from Lasem, right? They were on live sale. So I kepo lah. I see look.
I think I know which one.
Dangerous. End up I bought 5 pieces.
That's how it works.
So they sent to me.
Cantik.
So yeah, it's typical blood red. Blood red color, and the background is actually slightly greenish.
Gray.
But in your screen, probably you can see it's
It looks
gray.
gray.
Gray color.
Yeah.
I think
But
it's a
look at
mostly-
that. Yeah.
It's nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
Almost ready for Christmas.
Almost ready for Christmas. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Last but not least, I'm gonna introduce our third panelist, Mr. Suhaimi Lazim. Mr. Suhaimi is a partner with Miranda Law, practicing a lawyer in specializing in IP law, but he's also the founder of Batik Sayang Group for his undying love for batik, and I think he's got a lot more interesting ways to tell about batik than I would. So over to you, Mrs.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, I grew up, liking batik, but it was not something that I was particularly, passionate for, though. I mean, as I was growing up as a kid, we were always surrounded by batik. My mother's, relatives, the female folks, they will wear batik as a sarong with their kebaya. For men, usually you see all the older men wearing batik, and they are probably in sort of like very traditional kind of motive, So I kind of took it for granted. So it wasn't something that I was particularly drawn to. I had some batik shirts when I was young. It was only maybe about 12 years ago that I went traveling, and I used to travel all in Europe la, in US la, because when people travel, that's what they want to go to, all these far-flung places. Then after been there, done that, I decided that maybe I should explore my neighbors. And that's when I started going to Indonesia. And Indonesia, I went to, of course, Bali, Jakarta, Jogja. And that's when I ventured into this shop selling batik with all the pengrajin. And then I also came across a convention. It was like one of those batik fairs, and you have the pengrajins from different regions. And I was struck by the beauty of it, and the intricacy. It was just, to me, astounding, and it was an awakening for me, which I felt kind of guilty because I sort of like ignored something that is right under my nose all these years. And that sort of like awakened my interest in batik. And then so I went to all the departmental stores, I went to all the shops, and I discovered that Indonesia is a very fascinating, has got a very fascinating, batik development. While it is very much grounded in the tradition, okay, but you also see innovation, you see changes in wanting to make it present and contemporary. And so I discovered a number of merchants or vendors who are selling it, and I have my favorite. So for example, when I go to Jakarta, right, I would go to, is it Pasaraya? There is an entire floor. I would be like a kid in a candy shop. I would spend without fail, either half a day or the entire day going through the entire collection of the floor, because it's just batik, for men somehow, I mean, how rare is that? So, and I would, how I would call it, harvest. And I would pick and choose which one really catches my eye. And it's actually through years of this kind of batik grazing that I developed an eye for it, and an appreciation of it. So I can tell, okay, which ones are unusual, which ones are kind of rare, which ones I don't have, and that's how, why I enjoy going to Indonesia. And I really miss, being able to go to Indonesia. The COVID thing is such a bummer. And I also discovered makers or vendors like Dana Hardy, and then of course there's Batik Craze. But the ultimate, which I thought is a batik maker, is Iwan Tirta. I'm wearing an Iwan Tirta shirt right now, and this is definitely one of my favorites from Iwan Tirta. What I like about it, I do not know whether you can see it. You see how exquisite it is. It is a silk, and it's got all these like motifs of dragons, and then you have fauna and you have flora. It's actually a very pastoral setting. And there's a whole story behind it, because every year Iwan Tirta has a theme, right? And it's pervasive. So it's a particular a theme that they stick to throughout the entire collection. So I find that, wow, this is literally, how do you call it, haute couture at the ultimate. because when they make it and when you buy it, you are literally the only person in the world who has it. And I think that is just absolutely wonderful to be able to own a piece which is, people put in I do not know about blood, but sweat and tears, maybe, because they labor on it for months. And to be able to hold it, to wear it with pride, is something that I think as a consumer, I am honoring the tradition. And that's it. Keeps growing and growing, this passion that I have. So since for the past more than 10 years already, I've been going, to Indonesia to buy batik. And then, my friend opens a shop in Singapore, and of course there is Miss Oni. And it's wonderful because I don't have to go to Jakarta, to get very good pieces, because she has it in her shop. And she has all these pengrajin from the different regions of Indonesia. And it is just wonderful. And actually, amongst the favorite pieces that I have in my wardrobe right now actually come from Galeri Tokokita, and I will share it afterwards. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all I have to say for the time being. That's how my passion for batik developed.
Yeah, that's beautiful, and it's making me homesick a bit. I don't know about you, like Tony or Oniatta, but I find growing up in Indonesia.
Hannah, you're muted.
Oh no.
No,
No, I can hear her.
No, okay, great. Sorry. Yes. So don't know about you, but I find that in Indonesia, batik fashion seems to be more for men almost, right? Like where you wear it every Friday in like a formal wear setting.
Mm-hmm.
But like as opposed to the women wearing like cloth but yeah, no, that's a very interesting perspective, right? Because you probably look at it as like cloth for women to wear, but then for the men in Indonesia, that's their haute couture, as you said, right? Like it's how you show off, like this is my most intricate, like the motif is together, like it's cut such that it's exactly aligned. But Yeah.
No,
that's-
but I think that's why I'm fascinated by some of the people who are doing it. Okay, I mean Iwan Tirta is one. I think Dana Hardy also is another one. And actually, whatever that Oniatta is doing in Singapore is really I think pretty precious, because as you say, a lot of people will think that batik is just sarong and then they just wrap around, but to actually have adapted it, I mean, to actually have ready to wear pieces and very nice quality, which is sometimes, what you can say that it is actually capable of just being shown on a runway in Milan,
Or Paris.
or Paris lah, Milan or Paris, and that is the beauty of it, and that's what I was referring to, the innovation of propelling batik into the future, and that is why I take my hat off to Oni, my friend, because what she has done is something that not many people have done. She has modernized the look. She's adapted it into her own original design, and nobody has done it. And I think she is literally a champion and a warrior, and she deserves all the success and the accolades that comes, to her. But seriously, it is absolutely fantastic what she's doing.
Amazing. Totally agree. So today, that's a nice intro to what we're gonna be doing today. Is if you call me, that means I'll do young people stuff. I don't know if you've all heard of this thing called unboxing. So I think each of you, Eunice, Daniel, and Suhaimi, you each got a box. Sorry, Eunice, did you want to say something?
Yeah.
You should
I just want
take
to
out
show
your
a
box. Yes, please, of course.
Yeah, I just want to show a picture of this was taken in 1959.
Wow.
Batik, the dress that was new. Yeah, and those days they already have make dresses from batik. You see how beautiful the design, the
Yeah.
script,
Is that you, Eunice?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh my God.
Wow.
OMG!
Yeah.
Ni
Wow.
mana? Sama.
I thought I'll show you this, no?
Yeah, no, that's lovely.
To show that even in the 50s, we were recognizing the beauty of batik and making into modern dresses, not just sarong or things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. Okay. So unboxing. So I think each of you got 3/4 packages from that Tony sent.
Yeah.
If you can open the first one, package A, what we'll do today is we're going to make some guesses.
What is package? Do I open the envelope or what?
You open this. You open this
Okay.
envelope.
Yes,
Yes,
open the
yes,
big
open that
envelope.
first.
Open the envelope, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, open A. I play music.
Play.
Then you can get it.
Loud. Open package A. And what we'll do today is, okay, you can open and show. I will show you everything. So today we're gonna play guessing. So package A, B, and C will contain one hand stamp batik or batik jab, one batik tulis, hand drawn, and one batik print, which is print, also known as not batik,
You
but in
open
batik
it
motif.
well?
So no,
You-
open A first. Open A first, and then
Done.
yes, and then maybe make a quick review and guess, and then guess to see whether, and tell us whether you think it's print or jab or print jab or tulis, and why. Why do you think it's print jab or tulis? I'm going to show you a version here. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? So we all got the same one. Like first, maybe talk about the material. How does it feel?
Key, yeah?
It's not cotton.
No,
It's not cotton. That's right.
It's like one of those synthetic material. Is it viscose?
I'm gonna So there's no helpline today, but can we get
Okay.
a bit of hint from?
Okay, hang on.
Yes, Tony.
If you can just show it to the camera and let us all guess together. I'm launching a poll and yes, please.
I don't think this is. So is this real or fake batik?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so this is the poll. People have to submit now. Click whether it's real or fake to the audience. Tony, can you pin the three participants as per the request of Sabine?
Yes, I am pinning, but I
Any
believe if you are
requests?
watching on mobile, you might only see the poll right now.
Okay. I participate already.
Can you
Okay.
cannot lah.
Okay,
You
not
know apa?
I guess lah, I guess. I just guess lah. I'm not very good at it.
Sabine, I
Okay,
can tell
no
you the
problem.
answer, Sabine.
Really hard to see.
Okay,
I'm so
I
sorry.
will have will open for 10 more seconds or
Hey, Tony, I like your scarf.
thank you.
Hey, Lillian, very good point. Can't see nor feel. So that's a very important observation that really batik is experiential, right? So only these
That's
three people
true.
now actually have the benefit
Yeah.
of
But I
feeling
can
it.
tell you that it's silky, right? That's what Suharni said. And then almost synthetic, is it? And then what else? Well, what else?
I think it's silky.
But do you think it's print or chap or tulis?
It's not. I say it's not even. You know. So. But it's just
Drawn.
odd that
It's
just
drawn.
yeah,
I
it's
think it's
just
drawn.
odd that it's not the usual batik that we see. I don't see batik like this normally. Okay.
Okay, Daniel, what's Ganal got to say about this?
Yeah, Daniel.
Daniel, you're on mute. Maybe you can unmute.
Daniel actually cannot take part in this, lah, Daniel.
Don't
Me?
too easy.
Yeah, you
Why
expert
cannot?
already.
Okay, say. Tell us. What do you think?
Daniel, is this real or fake?
This is, I think it's tulis because from the, this uneven,
Yeah.
probably
It's hand-drawn.
it's hand drawn. Yeah, so it used like a large chanting lah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
Lillian said-
Mine
If you
mine
after
is not like
filtering, the
yours,
line
you know.
goes crooked.
Sorry, Daniel. Your piece is a bit different from mine. Mine seems to be very uniform. So that's the reason why I thought that it is fake.
No.
Because
Okay.
mine
Yeah,
is
so-
all quite regular.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so
so
see,
Lillian
this
said
part-
that not even
No,
lines
mine
means.
is not. You see?
Yeah,
Mine is-
sorry. So
You see,
Lillian
yours
said
is
that
very different.
not even lines means not printed, but the fabric is doubtful. And you're right.
Fabric
Yeah,
is
you're right to
fabric
doubt
is
it.
synthetic.
Yeah.
So one side is very smooth, like silk, but if
The other
you
side is rough.
rub on the
Yeah,
other side, it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm not an expert on fabric. So
I think
Boston?
it's fake.
yeah,
You think it's fake?
I think it's
Eunice?
fake.
No, I think it's real. I think it's
so
real.
it's like
I don't-
polyester.
Polyester, okay. Okay,
Mm.
but real batik or not
No, I
real
don't
batik?
think it's polyester.
It can just well be
This is-
printed.
My guess is real batik.
Okay, so we
Hmm.
have 2 reals and 1 fake. So, Tony, Oniatta, do you want to?
Okay,
give us
wait.
the
Okay,
answer?
before
I
Yes.
need to check. Daniel, you're saying it's real
Yes,
and it's tulis, is it?
yes.
Me
Okay,
too.
Eunice, you're saying it's real and it's tulis. And so Jaime is saying it's not real.
Because my piece, it looks quite regular. Although there are some irregularity, but they are not what do you call this? So as irregular as what Daniel is. Okay.
Okay.
And then secondly, the material troubles me. Okay, it's
Troubles
not
you.
cotton. It's not quite silk. I don't
Yeah.
know. One side is like smooth, the other side is rough. So I'm suspicious.
So,
of it.
so it's printed, lah. It's printed
So
from your
I think
your
it's
piece.
printed. I think it's printed.
sketch.
Yeah, because
Fantastic.
the unevenness can also be printed. What you know?
Okay.
Okay, and Intan
True.
say it's real batik tulis using canting.
Yes.
Okay, so-
Intan says that it's real
Yes.
batik tulis using chanting. Okay, so who gives the answer, Hannah?
Oniatta lah, this one.
Okay, hang
Where's
on.
where's the
Yeah,
verdict?
Let's just
sorry,
see
yes.
what
Where's the
people think.
verdict?
Oh yes, yeah, well, yeah. What does the survey show?
There it goes.
Survey membuktikan 62% fake.
Ah,
Oh, say
oh,
fake.
Daniel.
It's real, lah. It's real, is it?
Frida has the piece, Suhaimi.
I know. But I know. When I first saw it, I thought what she has won, but it's just that the piece that I have, right, is very even compared to whatever that Daniel has. Okay. So
Lain.
that
Okay.
was, you know, when I see the Daniel's one, then yeah, that one looks a bit more like, you know, chanting and
More
it's like
legit lah, more
chanting, but
legit.
yeah.
More legit.
So I'm a bit blindsided by my piece because
Yeah,
they seem
yours
to
is
be
very regular.
quite regular, you know.
Okay.
And then
Maybe
Very good, very good.
whoever sent it to you purposely sent it to you as a trick.
no. And wait.
Pointing
you
finger.
ada
So
cutting.
what material is silk? Is it? Is silk? Is it?
Okay,
Okay,
I'll answer
Oniatta,
the
please,
questions.
answer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, it is
Yes,
silk,
it's
and I think there are different
Ah,
variants of silk from Indonesia. So
I
this may not
see.
be the top notch of the Irwan Tirta silk, but it's silk.
Yeah, if you look at the
But
thread,
to answer the question about real or fake, it is batik. It is batik chop on silk. So
Ah,
that is
okay.
hand stamped, and the
Yeah.
chop has these straight lines, which if you look at Daniel's one, the ujung that's nyambung,
They
right?
don't
That's where the
Mm.
chop goes.
Mm.
Hence the irregularities. But it
I
is
see.
not fake batik. Nothing from Oniatta's shop is fake.
Yeah. So it is chap lah. It is not
Chap.
not tulis.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not
So
tulis
it
lah.
is not
Okay.
tulis.
Not
because
tulis.
mine also irregular.
Yeah, and Tony, you can tell us a bit about doing like the hot wax on silk, I suppose, right? Is it something that is there a reason why it's irregular other than the lines don't connect?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, can hear you.
Okay. Yes, hang on. Yes, so batik chop, because it's only limited to a stem of on average about 20 by 20 cm. So they have to make the joint connect. So
Yeah.
that's where the skill of the craftsman come in. So you have to be like precise and have a lot of strength to be able to have a very regular and consistent pressure and skills to be able to join everything perfectly. So that's when Daniel's pieces that shows the uneven.
Mine also
Something.
uneven.
So in the blocks that they have, right? Say it's a square block. So what you see, they dip the stamp in the die, and where it is dipped, that's where the red portion comes, is it? So the parts which is white is where there's actually a gap in the stamp lah. But it's like when you are in school, you have a potato stamp, right? You have to carve the pattern on the potato,
Correct.
right? So wherever there is where you carve a hole, so it will be undyed, which is white.
The white parts, Suhaimi, are the waxed parts.
Oh, so they do wax it.
They
Oh,
wax and then they color.
they
Yeah.
wax and they stamp.
They stamp the
The
wax.
stamp wax. Yeah.
Yeah.
They stamp
Yeah,
the
they-
wax.
Yeah.
The lines
the-
are
I see,
all
I see.
stamped with wax.
I see on the block.
On a
wax-
copper stamp, yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get it now. Okay, I get it. Okay. Okay. So that's why there is that white parts on the stem. So it is, instead of having it on the cloth, the wax is on the block.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we still have 2 more packages to open. Can we
Okay.
open B, please? So now we have one which is real batik and chap. How to spot real batik. So what's something interesting here to mention? Sabine Tony and I and Oniatta one day connected online talking about how Sabine in Netherlands goes to like the markets and finds fake batiks a lot.
Mhm.
And then we started going on Instagram saying, okay, this is how you spot a fake batik. This is how you spot a real batik, and so on and so forth. So that's something that I guess quite a few of us here are very passionate about. I guess the reason why we want to promote real batik as opposed to like the fake batiks, i.e. the prints, is because it's to honor the makers, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
This-
So while everyone is looking, maybe Hannah, you can show it to the camera, and then before I launch the poll, so everyone.
Wait lah, I want to show them how they look. Okay. They look very intrigued by what they have.
B,
So this is package
what
B.
is B? Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Okay, everybody can guess what this is.
Mega Mendung. Oh.
Okay, where's the poll? Where's the poll?
Dun-dun-dun. Okay,
Dun-dun-dun.
I don't think this is real because it looks very contrived. It's trying to be a Mega Mendung, but it doesn't have that kind of gradation. And you see that the border between each gradation is so even. It can't be tulis. I think it's fake.
Mana Daniel? Oh no, Daniel's gone. Oh.
I think it's fake.
Can I see the other side of the cloth?
Sure. Give
You
me a
have to
second.
turn
No,
the
kamu
cloth.
lihat bahan itu langsung
Must be
walk
real.
out of the
No, it's fake. It's
This one?
printed.
No,
Okay,
if
and
this is
then
from
the other
Oniatta,
side.
it must be real.
No, this is like this one is from Oniatta. It's not, right?
Nope.
No, this
Oh,
one not
then
from
it's fake.
Oniatta.
Then it's
Fake. It's fake.
Oh, what if it's from aNERDgallery?
No,
No lah,
this
no
is
lah.
no. I mean, I'm
Okay.
not sure what it means by fake. It is not batik tulis for sure.
Right.
Okay, because
okay.
it doesn't have that quality of tulis. Everything is so.
But could it be batik chap or do you think it's printed, Suhaimi?
I think it's
I
printed.
think it's printed.
This is the underside. Yeah, this is the underside. just
I
to
think
show.
it's printed. It's
I
not.
think it's printed.
I think it's not sharp because it's just too even. The outline of the gradations. First of all, this is quite dismal as far as my Mega Mendung is concerned because it's got only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's not intricate at all the way they do it. I have a Mega Mendung to compare with.
Yes,
okay?
that's what I was waiting.
My
I
Mega
think you're
Mendung.
dying. You want to show us what you have?
Yeah,
And
this
then-
is what I have, right, for
Yeah.
Mega Mendung.
Okay.
And you see it is
We can compare here.
so you look
How
at
come
that, look at
mine
that, look at that. You compare. See, you see how the gradations of the clouds, right? It's uneven along the lines, right? And it is more gradual, whereas this one is kind of weird. If you look at the lines, they're all very, very straight, even, so it doesn't show that it is handmade. And then you see the back. You see when you look at the back, you can see some smudges if it is hand drawn, whereas you look at this piece over here, it's just flat. It's flat.
Kesiannya,
I
flat.
doubt that this is. Okay, I'm quite confident that this cannot be tulis because I don't see any indication of tulisness
Okay, but is it chop or is it printed then? If we move on to the next two options.
It's very difficult to tell whether it is chop because you can't see the blocks or you can't see the joining parts. But I wouldn't put past it as printed. You know,
So it could be printed.
it could be
Okay.
printed. Yeah, in all
Eunice?
likelihood, it's probably printed.
Okay. Eunice and Daniel gone.
I think they cannot tahan the cloth.
Yes.
Dia keluarkan apa lah.
Yes. Come out. Yes.
Sorry,
Okay.
I went quite
No,
similar.
that's good. That's good. Yes. Okay. So,
That's tulis.
yes.
I wore this yesterday.
Daniel confirm have one also. Yes.
Daniel
So
dah
Daniel.
cuci?
Yes.
Right. And below is the peacock, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But can
So
I?
based on the clouds, the Mega Mendung clouds, what do you think, Eunice? This one that we're showing you,
Now I'll be more observant when I buy batik. I'll look inside too.
Daniel, you look like you know
Yes.
already.
Quite similar,
Yes.
kan? Yeah.
What's your guess? Yeah, that's similar. That's
So
true.
it's tulis, is
Your
it,
guess?
Eunice?
Mine, I think it's tulis.
Can you show it closer to the camera?
Why
Eunice?
do you say you think the sample we give you is tulis?
Can you show
Yeah.
closer to the camera, Eunice?
Okay, wait. Show inside or outside?
Just outside. I just want to see the gradations.
No, this is better, right? See the
Kecoh, man.
This one you see uneven ma. It's very uneven what this one.
yeah.
This one should be tulis.
Tulis.
This
And
one
your
is
package,
print.
yeah.
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 But
very
the B is tulis or chap or printed, Eunice? Your package.
B, yeah.
The
This one,
package.
you
Let's
Ask me my assessment.
your
of it.
opinion on
I don't
it.
think
correct.
it's tulis.
Printed lah.
It is printed.
Printer. Confident.
Yeah.
Mm.
Daniel,
Yeah.
Daniel, why do you say it's print?
Print is very uniform.
Very
Yeah.
uniform, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too uniform. Where's my
How do we know it's not very meticulous pengrajin?
There
No,
is
cannot be.
Cannot be. Yeah.
The
There is
the color
Yeah.
color gradation also is not very clear.
Yes,
It's
that's
not.
also
It's
how we
too
say.
clear.
It's too clear.
For hand chanting, usually it will be like more. You can see the gradation.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
You
I
see,
were
this
to
one is only like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and
All
Sabine
that,
said
all
with
that.
Daniel's camera, I would now agree that it's fake. Tony, what does the audience say, Tony? What does the audience
What
say?
did the poll say?
Yeah, what the poll say?
Real lah, 53% real.
So close. So what's the answer, Tony? You tell us this one. This one from you.
So this is not a batik. Sorry, not a real batik.
yeah.
Yeah, so it is a printed batik.
Yeah.
So I wanted to say is that I believe everyone here will have a batik, printed batik stash somewhere in the wardrobe, right?
Mhm.
At
You want
least
me
it's
to bring
kind
up
of like,
mine?
I'm sorry.
Batik.
Printed batik.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. No, go on, Tony. Yeah, you were saying?
Oh, yes. So yeah, I just wanted to say that everyone has to start somewhere in terms of their
Yeah.
batik appreciation journey. So it could be like from a printer for a, it's unlikely they will come in from a hand-drawn batik tulis, right? So
Some
they
printed
will,
are nice. Some printed can be nice.
This
Yes.
printed, what I'm wearing is printed batik.
yes.
Ah.
So
Yeah, I
it's
bought that one.
yeah. So I would really like to emphasize the appreciation of it. It's not just about having the best in terms of like the most expensive, but also like understanding what batik is all about and to value them as they are, like be it printed batik tulis or batik chap.
I
Yes.
think Daniel has a piece he wants to show us.
Yes, this is. I bought the kain. It's printed.
It's printed lah. This one can tell.
Yeah, it's printed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very perfect as well.
But because the kain is textured, and although it's cotton, but it's kind of like very
Cotton dobi.
doby cotton. Yeah.
Dobi cotton.
Dobi.
yes.
So it's printed lah, but then the color also like very not bright, but it's kind of like the background is very gray, very modern lah. See?
Interesting.
It's like a Pekalongan inspired.
Yeah, I have this.
That's right.
So I mean,
Yeah.
is printed or tulis?
This
This is
which one?
step
This one? This
This
one?
one I got it from John Ang. He gave it to me.
Oh, definitely. This one definitely tulis. You can see already.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can
it's still-
see. You can see that it's uneven.
I'll be very busy looking at all my batik after this.
Don't we have one more
Before I
package,
wait for
Hannah?
them- Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
one more
C, right?
package. Package
C,
C.
yeah?
Now we move on to package C.
Package C now, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
C, package
So the
C.
verdict is not real, huh? This one.
Not
Yes.
real, printed.
Oh, please. This is definitely tulis. My goodness gracious. No, hands down, definitely.
How do you
Tulis.
tell?
Please, it is so meticulous. You see the unevenness, and then you see all this nitik. It's meticulously done. Each and every stroke, each and every dot.
Can you tell the audience what is nitik, Sohaim?
Oh, the this one, the you see the polka dots? Yeah, the ones that,
That's
yeah.
not
So like that.
nitik.
So all the isn't that the nitik?
No,
Yes.
that
No,
one
no,
is
that's
the
not
Eastern.
nitik.
Eastern.
Isen.
Eastern.
No.
Which one is the nitik?
Nitik is a different chanting.
Oh,
This
yeah, I
one
know.
is
But
is-
but even though the isen, it is also hand drawn.
Yes,
You
the
can
Eastern.
tell.
The
Yeah.
dots, that's
Yeah.
Eastern.
Yeah, so sorry, wrong terminology. Wrong terminology. The isen is obviously hand drawn. There's uneven the space between each and every one, and you can't reproduce that. And then
On,
it's
on
a-
Hannah's piece is you can see the seret.
which
Yeah.
one?
Hannah, the
Yeah,
seret,
sorry?
the pink.
Yes. You look
You
at
can
the border,
see,
yeah.
without doubt, this one is.
Without a doubt, lah.
Okay. And I'm going to
It's
show the
beyond-
underside.
It's called in legal parlance beyond reasonable doubt. Yeah. Not
How
even on
come is so much
not
dark?
even on a balance of
Legal
probability.
jargon semua keluar.
No, it's a very beautiful piece. Hey, is this each like macam tile gini kan? There's this kind of tiles. Is that called sekar jagat? Is that what the term for it? Sekar jagat, is it?
This one isn't a Sekar Jagat, I think.
No, is
but
it?
This is a Cirebon piece that is
Oh, okay.
mishmash of everything. But
Hey, wait, have we all voted? Sorry, have we got the audience to vote?
not yet, not yet. Let's vote, let's
not
vote.
yet. Wait, audience,
definitely.
vote first, vote first.
Yeah, beyond reasonable doubt lah, real lah.
Sekali wrong. How?
Ali salah. How?
Impossible. It's impossible. You can even see the borders overlap with one another.
So, to the best of my knowledge, I will say that this is probably real.
That's not probably. Definitely, not probably. Definitely.
Misty.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Actually, I was
Okay,
given a
I'll just-
piece of batik. Can I go in and get the batik sarong?
Only whose baju you cut this one?
This one.
No, never
Oh,
mind
you
lah,
know
another
this one from my shop.
Wait, this one from Oni shop, is it?
I don't know. We all had this big box of remnants, then we potong-potong.
But it's a very nice color combination, only.
Mm,
I'm keeping
very
mine.
beautiful.
mm.
I'm trying to figure out whose shirt this is because I always remember all my clients.
So, Tony, survey.
Okay.
What does the
Survey
poll say?
membuktikan.
Hey,
Yeah.
Wow,
93%,
yeah.
Please get
Let's see who vote
7%,
Without a doubt.
can see who vote fake or not.
Without a doubt.
Who fell for my trap. Okay, so Oniatta, please tell us about this one. It's from your shop, right? Your
This is,
box.
I think it's from oh, I know who it's from. Yeah, I think there is a teacher in a lecturer from a university bought this. This is a Cirebon piece. It's a very strong Bang Biron, which is a blue and red Bang Biron piece from Cirebon. So sometimes when the clients come and they make their shirts, some people are not interested in keeping the offcuts. So they say, okay, Oniatta, you can keep them. So sometimes we make them into magnetic buttons, which I sell here. Sometimes I just keep them because it's just too precious to dispose of these pieces. Because they're such labor of love, right? So you just want to keep them. Yes, tulis from Cirebon.
Very
Hey.
nice. Yeah.
Okay, as a bonus, I know there is a package D.
Is that a package
this
D?
one-
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's
the open postcards.
Yeah, the
Is this
open
the one?
postcards.
oh, the postcard. is it?
the postcard.
This one,
Yep.
This one is it?
Mine is
Yes.
this one. Okay.
So
Yes.
okay, one by one, right? So yes, sama. So, same but different. So don't look at the back. Show us the motif in front. There's no fabric here.
It's parang
This
lah.
one,
Okay.
yes. So this one, we're gonna guess what the motif is.
Motifs.
It's
Ah,
parang, right?
don't look,
Parang,
don't
parang
look.
rose.
No cheating. Don't look behind. No cheating.
Don't look
No cheating.
behind.
Okay. First, maybe
Jangan
we show
pandang
one.
belakang gitu.
Jangan pandang belakang. Yes.
But this
like
one,
the
this
horror
parang
film.
what? Parang, parang.
Yes. Okay. We show Suhaimi's one first, Tony.
This one.
Yeah. This one is parang. I'm
Parang,
also
parang,
wearing,
yeah.
but my parang is tidur lah.
Hmm.
You don't get scolding later. Okay, so this one parang.
Parang, yeah.
Is it correct, Tony?
Yes, it is parang.
What is a parang? Can you tell us?
Okay, Oniatta, you want to?
At the chicken rice stall.
Sorry, who called my name?
Parang.
Parang
Parang,
motif
parang.
is a motif larangan. It is a forbidden motif, only worn by people in the courts, officials. And that's one of my favorite motifs because it's a symbol of courage and power. And I had this motif, I mean, in different permutations because parang, there's a lot of different types of parang. I had this motif in my recent collection last year of Kasih Sayang, and I thought I'd share this story. A lot of people ask, what has this got to do with love, which is Kasih Sayang, right? What's parang got to do with love? It's about courage and power and going to war. And I thought that, why do people go to war? It really is or stems from that love for something that they're defending, and so parang made its way into the collective of motifs that I put together for Kasih Sayang. So that's one of my favorite motifs, parang. That's the parang classic there that you have, Jaime.
Yeah, thanks.
You can keep it. You got it correct, so you can keep it. Otherwise, I would have put your expectation and take it back.
Yes. Now we show Eunice one.
I need help. I can't.
Eunice, where's yours?
Can you show Eunice's one, Tony?
So a little.
Maybe we can. So since this one is a bonus round, maybe we can ask the audience if anybody knows.
Oh, I
So
can't. remember the
Jaime
name.
cannot say. Daniel
Okay,
also
alright.
cannot say.
Audience, audience.
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 Anybody? Sabin.
Sabin, apa
Sabin,
itu?
say. Apa ni?
Maybe answer also.
Kolang kaling, this one.
Can I say it?
Yes,
Yes,
say it,
please.
say it.
Say it.
Apa itu?
Kawung.
Kawung. Is that
Kawung.
correct? Tony, Oniatta? Is it correct? Any other answers
Correct. It's
before
a
that?
kawung. It's a kawung.
Yeah.
That is correct. Yay.
It's not coffee beans, ah.
Bukan.
Bukan, ah.
Jadi kawung itu is like a cross section. You all can correct me if I'm wrong. A cross section of a palm
Tapi.
fruit aren.
Friend.
Yes, gula aren. So when you do a cross section, you can see that that visual there. And a lot of people say that the palm tree and is a very useful one. The fruits are very useful. The whole tree is very useful. And so the philosophy behind this, if you wear that kawung, you carry with you that goodness of berguna kepada orang. So the goodness that you can give out to others. Betul nggak, Daniel?
But
Yeah, it is. Now you can jump. And yeah, the kawung. That's so funny. You mentioned coffee beans. I think so, Jaime, right?
Yeah.
The coffee beans, you will see one line instead of the two.
Okay. Got it.
So, Eunice, that card you have to send to Sabin in Netherlands.
Oh, I have.
Ah,
You have to
I'm
post it.
kidding. You can keep it. I'm kidding, Eunice. You can keep it. But if you want to say, hello, Sabin, how are you? You can get Sabin's address from the chat, and then maybe you can be friends after that.
Yeah, Sabine has a lot of collection in Netherlands. Okay, last but not
As I
least,
said,
yeah.
I'm
Can we
no
show
authority
Daniel's?
on batik. I just love batik, but I have no authority on batik.
Of course.
Daniel,
Although I
Okay,
let's
joined
see.
several textile
Daniel, put it
tours.
higher, please. Daniel, put it
Yes.
higher.
Okay, so Daniel's one now.
Can
Yes,
see?
of course.
Daniel
I
one
can
is
see.
difficult.
What is this?
Purposely give
You
difficult.
get to pick this
Purposely
if you
this
know.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What is this?
nice.
Sengaja.
Sido Asih this one.
There's macam Garuda punya wing gitu. I can't remember the
This
name.
one
There's a
Sido family.
Sido, yeah, it's a Sido family, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
But is
I
this?
think this one is Sido Asih because of the tendrils inside.
Anybody?
You know,
Anybody with a
this,
different answer? Oh yeah, sorry.
wait,
Sorry,
wait,
go ahead.
Daniel. The tile, it's like a tile formation. So is this called Sekar Jagat?
No,
No.
No, is it?
no.
Sekar Jagat will have different in every tile, right?
Oh, that's
Mm-mm.
different in
Oh, I
every. I
shouldn't
see.
be
Because
Sekar
this
Jagat
is
kayak
different.
islands, irregular islands.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody
Yeah.
with different answer? Anybody wants to
has
steal
But
the
definitely from the Sido family.
I also don't not sure.
Francisca?
It's a-
Francisca says Sido Mulyo.
Yeah, I think it's a Sido Mulyo, but we will accept a Sido. And I think the next talk, really, I want to unpack all the Sido family, Asih, Luhur,
Yeah.
Mulyo, Mukti. I think that is a good one for us to unpack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
that's
Ati
another-
says Sido
Sido
Mukti.
Mukti.
Says
another
Mukti.
family of pattern.
We need an
need to
expert.
explore this one.
I
Yeah.
think we need to have an exploration of Sido.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good. So what's the
Yeah.
correct answer? Mulyo, Mukti?
He says Sido is correct. I let him keep the
Okay.
card.
Oh, no, because but Francisca said Sido Mulyo and Ati said Sido Mukti.
I think it's a Mulyo, but I do not discount the fact that it's a Mukti. Because we have to look deeper into what is inside the
So Daniel, since you got it
Yeah.
half correct, you will cut it into 3, and then 1/3 go to Francisca, 1/3 go to Ati lah.
Can.
No, I'm kidding. Thank you, everyone. That's super interesting. This has been a lot of fun. I think maybe I'm going to throw the floor back to Oniatta. With these conversations, we see that how deep our love is does not necessarily translate to how much we know about batik. What is your hope for batik?
I think today has been, such fun. The fact that we just wanted to understand different ways batik is done, the different motifs. But I think a big hope for me as a person who has a batik store, who sells batik clothes, and I just recently discovered that I'd like to be called a cultural entrepreneur, because I think we're trying to advocate for a culture, at the same time market it to a wider global audience to appreciate the art that is behind this. And as a Singaporean that values the art, the craftsmanship of my neighbors, my hope in the future is that for us to be able to heighten our appreciation through our knowledge and through our understanding of batik, just like what we did today. When we see a piece of batik, when we scrutinize it for that matter, we remember that behind each of these pieces of cloth, where a tulis or a chop is concerned, there is an actual man or an actual woman who had spent plenty of hours beautifying the cloth, not just for you to wear it beautifully, but he also cloaks you with a part of his soul. And I think that's something very important for us to remember. And that's my hope, that we continue to embrace the ecosystem and continue to support our makers on the other side. That's my hope.
That's
Actually,
great.
Oniatta, I went to Oniatta's place in Juchet, and I was so impressed with your talk on batik. I think that also increases my love for batik. Oniatta, you remember? I went with John.
Yes, thank you, Eunice.
Thank you.
I want to read this. Yeah, sorry. I want to help. Go ahead, Sami.
I didn't get to show my beautiful batik.
Oh yes,
pieces.
sorry, yes.
You know,
Show us this one that you had.
This is from Oniatta's shop. and it is a beautiful merak motif.
Merak
It's
Nibing.
such a
Merak
grand piece, and I love the details of it. I mean, you can see the details is just astounding. You can see that, and then what I like about it is the color combination, because it's solo kind of like dark background style. This is one, okay, and then this one. I mean, she has got quite a few myriad of styles, and this one is from Cirebon. And I love that they have the Mega Mendung here together with these plumes, and against a blue and what is that, purplish kind of motif against a white background, which is a whole genre of batik in itself that one has to have in one's wardrobe. And my recent acquisition, which is really astounding, I showed it earlier.
This one is like the cloud.
This is the Mega Mendung, right? And it is exquisite because it's like 9 gradations. So it's very, very a labor of love, very, very intricate, very difficult to do because you have to do different sets of dyeing. And what is exquisite about it is a combination between the blue and the ox blood, which is very, very, I have hardly seen it. So when I saw it, it was love at first sight, so I had to have it. Yeah.
Lovely.
So
and that's exactly why. Yeah. That's exactly why when you saw the print one, you're like, for sure, this is not it.
Yes, exactly. You can tell immediately.
I just wanted to put a disclaimer that I really didn't know Swami was going to say all this, and it is in no means a way to promote my work. But that said, I'm very, very touched. It's been a very rough week for me. So to hear these affirmations coming from people whom I have, worked closely with, both as a batik advocate as well as a friend, it really means a lot. So thank you, Swami.
Yeah, no. That comes from the bottom of my heart, and I seriously think that you deserve it. I have always called you a batik warrior.
A batik warrior.
I want to bring up this message from Ati, which is very poignant. So it's in Bahasa, and she said, so batik is a mirror, it's a reflection of the thoughts of the pembatik, of the pengrajin, of the craftsperson. And I think that's very true, right? When you are doing the chanting, you pour your soul into your feelings and everything into whatever you're drawing at that point in time. And I think it's a good message for us to stare at it and realize that there is another person on the other side that created this piece for you. Tony, you have anything else you want to tell us about what you wish for batik?
Yes, so exactly resonates with what Oniatta mentioned, is that everyone is at different point of their batik appreciation journey. So not to discount whatever the form, or whether you are having the means to purchase expensive batik and so on. But I think what's important is the effort to learn, to understand it, not just motif history, but also like the artisans behind them. There is a human side of this art piece. And so that's, by supporting or by buying batik, you are actually supporting all this whole ecosystem and the artisans as well. So hope everyone learned something today. And this is the kind of thing that we want to have, like, learning through fun quizzes and just having a fun time as well. So not so much, not only about sitting down in lectures, listening to all experts and professors talking about batik, but also something that is more fun and engaging manner as well. Yeah.
Now I have to ransack my cupboard.
Thanks so much, Tony. And
batiks.
Definitely, we'll watch it. Put it live. Ask your daughter to put it live, and we'll all watch it. Anyway, we're unfortunately at time. I know it's time just flew, and we're having fun. Want to thank Danielle, Eunice, and Suhaimi for your time. Want to thank Tony and Oniatta as well, and thank everyone for their participation. It's been a great day. I'm gonna give the floor back to Oniatta for the next events that we have.
Thanks, Hannah, for moderating this, and to Jaime, Eunice, and Daniel, and Batik Sayang. Really, I mean, I think the Facebook group has grown so much. There's still quite a bit to do, but I think, you know, given the time that you have grown this, we want to continue to grow the community of you Batik lovers. And thank you everyone for attending this and for supporting us. This is our third weekend getting online, and also we had a live session just now with Cholin. Next week is our last weekend in Jauh Dikenang, Dekat Disayang, celebrating Batik in the region. And next week is a very hot session because never before has this been done, when Singapore moderates a discussion between Indonesia and Malaysia lah. So you know, I mean, I think it's exciting. It could potentially be controversial, but we're taking every risk we have, because truly in a very difficult time such as this with the pandemic, I'm very sure next week we'll discover that despite the differences, despite the rivalries, we're all facing a lot of similarities, and that is the challenges of trying to keep the craft of Batik alive wherever you are. And so we want to be able to close with a bang with Bayu Arya, who is based in Yogyakarta. He is the founder of Hot Wax, and Mariam Shamsuddin. She's the founder of Cotton and Sego. She is working with artisans in Terengganu, if I'm not mistaken, and it will be moderated by our very dear friend Hafiz Rashid, who is a docent with the Malay Heritage Center. He is a walking Malay slash batik slash Nusantara textiles wardrobe lah. Everywhere he goes, everybody wants to take a picture with him. Even an auntie at the museum will pause us and say, "Excuse me, may I take a picture with you?" So it's going to be a really exciting session, and I think while Mariam is going to be speaking in English, Bayu in Indonesian, I hope you join us and stay through with us despite the translations that may be sometimes a little bit quite draggy. And then, of course, if you're in Singapore, I understand Chumadi was around at Design Orchard today with Suhaimi, but he's coming here to our store for an hour. There is no cost to this, unlike $10 for the online session, because we really just want to fill the space of Galeri Tokokita with a live batik demonstration of a batik painting. So I think he's bringing his chanting and his malam, and there's no interview whatsoever. He's just going to be left alone to do his art. And if you just come in, have a chat with him, that's Tumadi coming in to close the session live in Galeri Tokokita. I just want to say thank you, everyone, and particularly also to our sponsors, Makanpedia. And I think in your boxes, you'll see some yummy goodies like dodol and some stock, and you've got goodies like mask and stuff from Galeri Tokokita, as well as aNERDstore. If you've purchased tickets, my friends, you can always come to my store and you get $10 off from the ticket that you've purchased with a minimum purchase of $20. The same goes to aNERDstore. If you have purchased tickets for previous and the one that's coming next week, you can also redeem that at aNERDstore online store. This has been really enriching for me. I hope it has been for you too. Very rarely do we get together to have a bit of fun on a Saturday afternoon and to get to know a little better each other and their love for batik. But for now, can I just get you to turn your cameras on so that we could take a big fat stunning photo of how deep is your love?
You do. Wait,
Boleh tak?
ayo.
Hey, Oniatta, salam cantik.
Okay, salam cantik. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Jangan lupa.
Pak Afif will be very proud of us. Tangan kiri atau kanan?
Any.
Okay, if you haven't opened your camera, I assume you are not properly dressed or undressed or not handsome. But it's okay, you do for me. Siapa lagi ya? Terus Joside hilangkan diri. Kau tengoklah. Okay, fantastic. Siapa lagi tu? Okay, are we ready? Adjust your kerudung, Mbak Ati. Okay, ready. Salam cantik, Tony.
Salam cantik.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Someone's coming in.
Karina is on. Yes.
Salam cantik.
Salam cantik.
Okay. Just hold that, Francisca. You can put up your hand
Francisca,
again.
tangannya masuk. Ya.
Okay, just hang on there while I take. Okay.
Udah belum?
Hang on.
Capek.
Okay, one more time, sorry. Hannah, where are you? Okay. Okay, just hold on there. Okay, we are good.
Okay.
Yeay.
Okay, terima kasih.
Kapan-kapan bahas batik ondel-ondel.
Wah, keren. Give us your ideas ya untuk tahun depan. You know, God willing, tahun depan in Agustus we'll continue to keep doing this. And if you have, you know, ways that you want to contribute, any ideas or any support in terms of sponsorships that you want to be able to collaborate with us, please let me and Tony know. We're happy to take it on next year. But I hope to see you next week as we meet Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia, and moderated by Singapore lah. And for that, before I end, I would just want to say thank you and have a good weekend.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Matur nuwun.
All right.
Matur
Bye-bye.
nuwun.
Thanks for
Terima
the
kasih.
session.